Baseball's winter meetings are over, perhaps more remarkable for what didn't happen than what did happen. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort, and joining me now on the phone to talk about the winter meetings and where we go from here, our baseball writer Stan McNeal. And Stan, obviously we didn't have a Josh Hamilton signing, we didn't have a Zach Greinke signing, and we didn't have the New York Yankees spend a lot of money. Which one of those things surprises you the most, if any of them do?
I think the Yankees holding hard to their new budgetary ways, especially after learning about Alex Rodriguez's hip injury. To me, that's surprising. I did not really expect Hamilton or Greinke to sign at the winter meetings. I think that we will see them sign probably in a week or so. I think once they've left the winter meetings, they have a pretty good idea of what their offers are. Now they can sit down, take a few days, and I think they will make some kind of decision by this time next week.
Now, do you feel like those dominoes have to fall into place for some of these other things to happen? I mean, we're still waiting to see if Justin Upton goes somewhere, if the Rays trade one of their starters like James Shields, if the Mets are able to trade R.A. Dickey. What do you think is going to happen on that front? Obviously, Adam LaRoche hasn't signed either.
Absolutely, they're holding things up. I mean, and I think when you look at teams, I think the Rangers are the team that kind of holds a lot of the cards right now. I mean, they could end up re-signing Hamilton, or they could go after Greinke, or they could end up with Justin Upton and make a trade for an R.A. Dickey or a James Shields. So I think once the Rangers know where Hamilton and Greinke are going to go, things will really start to happen after that. And, and the Rangers should know, because they might be the one to end up with one of those two guys.
Gotcha. Now let's talk a little bit about a couple things that did happen. Obviously, the Red Sox signed Mike Napoli and Shane Victorino. What did you think of those moves for them?
Clearly the Red Sox are going for team chemistry. I mean, to me, Victorino's coming off his worst season. Napoli is coming off kind of an injury-marred season. To me, there's still some question as to whether he is a $13 million a year player at this stage in his career, much like there is with Victorino. But I think after the problems the Red Sox had last year, that they are really determined to get a good clubhouse and to see what a good clubhouse, how that can translate to success on the field.
And talk about the Nationals. They finally got their center fielder leadoff man in Denard Span from the Twins, and they signed Dan Herron for their rotation to essentially replace Edwin Jackson. Where do you think the Nats stand?
Nats are in a great spot. Whether or not they bring back Adam LaRoche, you can write them down for to at least be predicted to finish first in the NL East right now. I mean, Herron gives their rotation, to me, he's a better kind of fourth starter than Edwin Jackson was. Having Denard Span play center field allows Harper to move to left. They've got Worth, Span, and Harper in the outfield. That's basically three guys who can play center field. So their defense might be the best in the majors. Their lineup is strong, and then with Strasburg not having any kind of innings limit next year, the Nationals, really not only are they the pick for the NL East, but I mean it's kind of a coin flip between them and the Giants as who would win the World Series, if you were to ask me that right now.
All right, and finally, before I let you go, what does your gut tell you about where Josh Hamilton and Zach Greinke are going to end up after all this is said and done?
I would say Texas for both of them, because I think he's comfortable in Texas. I think he's used to being on a winning team, and I think that's why he won't go to Seattle. But I don't think not even the Dodgers, much less the Rangers, who do have a lot of money, but I don't think they can afford both of those guys. So I think one of those two will end up in Texas. And let's say if Hamilton ends up in Texas, then I think Greinke goes to the Dodgers. If Greinke goes to the Dodgers, then I think we'll see Hamilton back with the Rangers.
Gotcha. All right, that's Stan McNeal. Thanks so much for your time today, Stan.
Oh, thank you.